Thank you, folks. Any retirees here tonight? Just me. Oh, great. I'm not alone. Fantastic. Now let me tell you, retirement is great fun. Not only because I have a wife and a car that both still work, but also because when I do crazy stuff, people aren't sure whether I'm taking the piss out of them or whether I'm seriously senile, right? So for example, I love going to a pharmacy, grabbing a box of condoms, going up to the counter and asking where the fitting rooms are. And talking of fitting rooms, going to a real fitting room, you know, like in a clothing store or something, and sitting down for a few minutes and then shouting really loudly, "Oi, there's no toilet paper!" But my all-time favorite is on an aeroplane. You know those long, boring flights? When they come out to serve the food, I always order the stew. And when no one's looking, I slip the stew into one of those bath bags, right? And then I get up and I stumble down the aisle, heading towards the loo, making retching noises into the bag, right? And just before I get to the loo, I turn around, wipe my mouth, take a fork out of my back pocket, and head back to my seat while eating my stew. Now, if you've never seen synchronized bathing before, I'm going to tell you it's a sight for but what's also fun is the stuff that you don't have to do anymore. Like the little annoying things in life. You know, when you get up in the morning, you slip your underpants to see if you can wear them again, right? I don't do that anymore because I just know I can, right? Now my wife and I have been together 34 years, and I think part of the secret to our success is that we both feel comfortable farting in front of each other, right? Now this is a really important relationship tip for those of you still on Tinder and Grindr and Humper and Sniffer and... Sniffer's just for dogs, sorry. Because human beings fart on average 14 times a day. Now I know what you're thinking, that's a ridiculously low amount, right? But I agree with you. Because if someone you're with claims they don't fart, don't walk away from the relationship, run. Because if they're hiding that from you, what else are they hiding from you, right? Now I was extremely lucky, right? My wife happened to fart on our first date. Now, she claimed I did too, imagine. So I knew we were meant to be, right? But she does push the limits somewhat. And I'm not talking about the bubbles she likes to blow in the bath, although God knows why those are so stinky. Clearly the water's not filtering out any of the toxins, right? No, I'm talking about in bed, right? Now there's an etiquette to farting in bed, isn't there? Particularly the first couple of years of a relationship. After that it's more open season, right? So you turn to face your partner, you lift up the blanket, you let rip, and you fan it away. Right? Now my wife, she rolls away from me, holds down the blanket, lets rip, and then fans it madly towards me. Now for some reason she hates it when I tell that story. I don't know why, because I think it's kind of endearing, don't you? Now, as a retired old fart, I'm kind of new to social media and iPhones and things like that, right? So I still make silly mistakes. Like last week I was taking a photo of this horrendous hemorrhoid I had, right? It took a while to get the lighting right? Because I wanted to send it to my wife to get her advice, right? And instead I sent it to all on my contact list. Talk about embarrassing. It cost me a fortune in stamps too. But I do love Facebook. Give me a cheer if you're on Facebook. Facebook's fantastic. I've learned new ways to make friends and interact with people, right? So what I decided to do recently was take the lessons learned from Facebook and integrate them into other areas of my life. So now when I walk down the street, I stop passers-by and tell them how I'm feeling, what I just ate, what I'm going to do tonight. I show them pictures of my dogs, my family, us on vacation, right? And when I hear a good conversation, I listen in. I give them a thumbs up, tell them I like them, right? I tell you, it works like a charm. I've already got 5 people following me, including a very nice policeman. But don't get me wrong, retirement isn't all just fun. There are some downsides to it, particularly as relates to the aging process. And for me, that had to do with peeing. You see, as teenagers, my brothers and I used to have this competition to see who could pee the furthest up a tree. Simple game, only one rule. No flicking to get those last few centimeters. Sadly, by the time I reached retirement age, the jet stream of my youth had turned into this pathetic trickle. So much so, I would have been hard-pressed just to hit the tree. And if a dead point Percy upwards, all I would have succeeded in doing was dribbling on my shoes. However, had an operation recently on my prostate and my bladder, and I'm now back in the game. Now, admittedly not quite up to my teenage standards, but at least I can compete with my 8-year-old great-nephew. Although you probably got a point about me having a height advantage, but still, I'm back in the game. Thanks very much, folks.
First date with his now beautiful, wonderful wife. I went on a first date here actually recently, and the staff boy Noah thought it'd be really funny to sit me